the time was 3 p.m. I just had lunch and I sat down in my bed and I was scrolling on my YouTube recommended page looking for a video that I could gain a new insight from, because I had felt this moment that I wanted to introduce myself to a new topic where I could improve, but I didn't really know what I was looking for. I was looking for a gem, but I didn't know where to find it. So I was scrolling and I stumbled upon a community post. It was a community post about how you can become more disciplined, and he had just recorded a 3-hour guide on every single step that you could take towards becoming more disciplined. And I was like, thank God he did this, because I had just found a new topic that I could actually focus on implementing into my own life, because discipline was something that I had been struggling with. Because back in the days, my days would basically look like this. I would wake up at around 8 p.m, something like that. Then I would, this is on weekends by the way, then I would work for about an hour or something like that, and then I would do kind of like some meditation and some gratitude perhaps, and then like some kind of great habit, and then after that I would go to the gym, have lunch, and then after lunch I was always very, very tired and I couldn't really force myself to do any work because it was just too hard basically. And I actually watched that guide with full focus. I took notes, I tried to think of ways to implement it on. I took every single action step that he provided in that guide, and my life completely changed. Because if you want to, I started to kind of like develop this new habit, was that when I wanted to improve my discipline at certain time points, what I would just simply do, what I was just trying to implement more thoughts that I have to be disciplined. Like, is there something that I'm trying to avoid right now that I could do right now? So for example, when I went home from the gym, let's say I didn't unpack my gym bag, then okay, I haven't unpacked my gym bag. I just go and do that quickly, and then I put down the clothes, I put my bag where it's supposed to be, and you just kind of like implement these small steps that you are utilizing discipline in. And that was one of the key lessons that I've learned, is that if you want to become more disciplined, you have to just kind of obsess over it and find something you can actually be disciplined in. So for example, it can be a habit, it can be just small things like I said, or it can be like a huge like adventure that you're going on. For example, like me, when I started this YouTube channel, this has been quite an adventure for me to kind of just discover and unravel like how it feels to start a YouTube channel, to speak on camera in a language that I'm not foreign in. So it's so much easier to make progress whilst you're actually trying to focus more on discipline. And another step that you can take towards becoming more disciplined is simply to change your perception. Because back in the days when like I said earlier, when I wasn't productive after lunch, basically, what I did then was that I tried to change my perception. I tried to think to myself, this is an opportunity for me to become disciplined. If I just do something for about an hour, and I try to be disciplined for an hour, then I've made some progress, or 30 minutes, or just one task, and then I can go on and do whatever I want after that. Because I didn't really wanna be on like half on, half off. Like for example, I wanna do work, but I'm procrastinating, or I am relaxing, but I'm always thinking about work. Like I want to be like in the two extremes in that sense, because it's very hard for me to actually perform something of value or even rest when I'm just sitting there, not like being present, because I'm just thinking of something else that I need to do or something that I could do in the moment. So try to just change your perception, is that every single small step that you take is a little bit of progress, and that's actually very, very good, because that's what it simply takes. It takes a little bit, just 1% today, 1% tomorrow, and then the day after that. And the concept that I also could introduce you to is that once you focus on the day that is right now in the present moment, what will happen is that you will not think about the younger you. You will just focus on what you have to do today in order for you to accomplish your goals. So if you want to basically accomplish something of value, you've just got to focus on the next 24 hours that you are awake. Because if you can feel like, okay, so today I've actually done the work, and you do that on a continual basis, but you just focus on the next day and the next day and the next day, it kind of like becomes a lot more easy. It becomes a lot easier because you're just focusing on one day at a time, and then you can just kind of take it with incremental steps. And that has been one of the most key lessons that I've learned, is that you have to just keep going. So seek discipline and change your perception about discipline, because it's going to suck, and that's why it's called hard work. That's why it is hard, and that's why it takes discipline, because it's doing like the hardest thing even when you don't feel like it. So you have to change your perception and also seek discomfort voluntarily. And I really do hope that you got some value out of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.